morning, I'm Caroline Clark and I work as a posture alignment specialist. So my main aim with my work is to get people out of pain. Right? So by moving their posture. Most people have got aches and pains due to the way they sit, the way they stand, whatever. Now I've had a few clients that have been really, they can't bend over at all, and I've always gone, right, it's in the lower back, but I believe more it's in the hips. So if you can't bend over, it's basically because this big hip bone is not working. It's not allowing everything to work properly. So that's as far as, I'm not that bendy, I have to say. So that's as far as I can get, but there's a lot of people that can only get to say here. And this exercise is amazing. So I started doing this with a client 9 weeks ago who has not been able to bend over for 5 years. Now I have to say she comes to my classes as well, but she has started bending over and she is completely gobsmacked by the whole thing. So what do we need? We're going to need a block. As I said, I always use foam blocks, high density foam blocks, and we are going to use a belt. So again, I use a luggage strap. I couldn't think what it was called then. So a luggage strap. We're going to start this exercise with a cushion or the block. Now, the most important thing here is that we're going to be lying against something and our back is going to be lying. We're not sitting in an upright position, we're lying in this position. Now what this is doing is when I've got my knees bent here, some people might only be able to get their knees to that point because this big ball and socket joint is not giving. So what I'm going to do is try and work it in different positions like this, so that we're actually working it. Now, when you actually squeeze your knees together, it's not just squeezing, it's actually rotating at the same time. So that big ball and socket joint, which the socket is actually your pelvis and the ball is that end of that big femur bone, and that's your hip. So the ball is going to work within the socket, and as we squeeze, it's going to rotate at the same time. Minuscule rotation, but do you know what? That rotation is what we need. So leaning against the block, feeling nice and comfortable. Now, and remember, if this hurts, don't do it. All right, you've got to go with what your body is telling you. Pain is a very good indicator of what's going on with your body. So both feet firmly on the ground. A hips width apart is about 4 or 5 inches apart with your feet. Grab the cushion or your block. Put it between your knees. If you've only got like a yoga block, then just cover it with a cushion so it gives a little bit of squeeze, right? Just resting your hands on your lap, shoulders nice and relaxed and down. Now, all I'm going to do is just keep all my toes on the floor so I can feel my feet, and I'm going to squeeze 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer to me. If you can't get them that close, don't worry, just go as far as you can. And another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I'm going to take them out a bit further and do another 10. 1, 2. It feels different. 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure they're working equally. 7, 8, 9, 10. First part of the exercise. Next part is grab your belt or your, it mustn't be elastic. Elastic will work on your big muscle groups and rigid will work on your hip muscles around the ball and socket. So both feet on the ground, I'm staying in that position I was in to start with. Just see what that lower back's doing. And now I can get my fist between my knees. So as I'm sitting there, I could actually put my fist between my knees. Right, feet firmly on the ground, losing my back here. Right, make sure it's no wider than that. Now I just want to take a slight lean on the band, about 10% body weight onto that band. And then I'm going to go between 10, 30, 50% and back to 10%. Do not let your knees just fall in together. And again, as you pull out, you're going to get a tiny bit of rotation as you're getting the pull out. So we're now working your big abductors. The first one was working your adductors, so your inner thigh muscles and inner joint muscles. Now we're going for the big outside ones. Relaxing this upper body and 10% and then pull. 1, 2. Now my left one doesn't want to do the work as hard. 3, 4, 5, 6. I like this exercise. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the feet in slightly. So I did this exercise also with a gentleman I was working with who's got very bad spondylosis in the spine. So he's got a real curvature to the spine and it's quite fused, but he could actually do the exercises. So again, 1, 2, well he could after doing them for a little while, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can feel my glutes working as well. Pull in a little bit further. Last time. 1, 2, come on the left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, take away the band. Now I'm going to pull one leg towards me. The other leg, I just want to slide it out and flex and back up again. Right, so that's not so good with that hand there because it's trying to go out then. What I don't want this leg to do is I don't want to be on the outside of my foot going down or the inside. I want that foot on the floor the whole time, and I shouldn't see the foot until now, and then I shouldn't see the foot coming back up again. So I don't want to see the inside or the outside of the foot. I just want to get this hip flexor working correctly. And 10, 1, 2, make sure you flex at the end. 3, 4, 5. This is encouraging movement and things working. 6, 7. I tell you, my class next week, I don't know what's going to hit them. 8, 9, 10. Okay, bring this leg up. Hold this one into you. Get yourself nice and comfy again. Make sure that back's all right. All right, so starting position and 1, 2. So this is a little bit more disobedient, this one. 3, and I could see the inside of my foot just then. 4, 5. So really keep this looking that you can't see that foot till it comes out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So that's the exercise. Now, if you've got one of those triangles that you actually sit in bed with, then you can use that, or you can just build it with cushions, however you want to do this. So I would start with 3 sets of 10 on all 3 exercises, and then I'd actually move it up to 3 sets of 20. Just again, go with what your body's telling you. Get up and have a wander around in between each one and just see what you feel like. See whether the walk has become better. Right, that's my exercise for today. I haven't got a name for it, so it's just working the hips. My website should be above my head right now. As I said, my book is coming out and you can see that on my website. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So speak to you soon. Bye.